Hello everybody. And in this video, I want to talk about how you can make the very best shrimp you possibly can and how to make your shrimp better. So breeding the very best neocaridina shrimp. And the tank we will be working on today will be my Bloody Mary project tank. So what we do here, the main goal of the main plan here is every 6 months to a year, we take out only the very best and we set them aside. Then we catch out every single other shrimp. And we only keep the absolutely perfect ones. And everything else goes in my Skittles tank. Every single other shrimp will end up going in the Skittles tank. So then this will end up being someday, you know, the absolute very best Bloody Mary line I can possibly make in my project tanks like this. So, first thing we're going to do is get the moss out. This moss is crazy happy. This is one of the 20 longs that has a 40-gallon light. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this moss out, and then we will see just how many shrimp are in here. There's going to be a ton of shrimp in here, but we don't really know until we get it. What in the world was that? I thought I saw a blue red Rilly in here. And sometimes these Bloody Marys, they will throw the bluish ones, and that one turned out to be a Rilly. That's interesting. That I saw some bad-looking males swimming around in this tank, and that's what prompted me to want to do this. And it's about time. I think I did it in the spring, and now it's fall. So it's been about 6 months. And let's go hunting for the best Bloody Mary shrimp that we can possibly get. And so something I always talk about when I work on this tank is we have this thing right below it. And you don't want the wrong shrimp getting in the wrong, you don't want the wrong shrimp getting in the wrong tank. So in order to prevent that, I always place some cardboard here over where I'm working, and I've seen it save more than a couple shrimp. I've had more than a couple shrimp laying on the cardboard while I'm pulling out all this moss. Alright, so the main thing I'm trying to do here is just try to separate the moss from the heater, obviously, and pull out the moss in manageable bits so that we're leaving behind the shrimp and just getting the moss. So whenever I do this, I put all my moss in a separate bucket and then go through my moss very carefully, one little tiny bit at a time. And I put in this bucket over here, which is the moss that I sell on the website. So every time I gotta clear out some moss for whatever project I'm doing, this is how I go about collecting it. And then as you can see, no matter how careful you are, there always ends up being little baby shrimp. And some that ain't really even babies. We got the moss pulled out of here. Let's see. Look at that thing. That is why I saw some of them blue looking guys in here. And that's what made me decide to do this. This thing has a lot of shrimp in it. Not spectacularly a ton, but about 6 months. There's going to be plenty of really good ones to choose from. Plenty of really good ones to choose from. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put a algae wafer in here And we're going to get them all gathered up as much as we possibly can. And we're going to pick out the absolute total stunners. The best of the best, my dream shrimp. And when you get them all gathered up like that, close together, you can see which ones stand out against the rest. And that's what I'm looking for, the ones that say, wow, compared to the others, because that is how your line is going to get better. All right, we've got a nice pile of them gathered up. And this is where we're going to put all the keepers. All right, let's get the best ones we can possibly get here. Really good female. Make sure we get the best males that we can. We need to be on extra close lookout for the best males, but get off there. There's a stunner female right there. Not you. Oh man. You right there, sweetie. Get in my net. So, most of the time when you think of calling, you are thinking about getting the bad ones out. So this is the opposite of that. Lots of really good females. Of course, that's usually the case. There's a pretty good male right there. Good male walking around. He's got the red legs and all. Really good female. This is for a 20-gallon tank. I probably want to get at least 50. Somewhere along those lines of shrimp out of here. If there ain't 50 worth keeping, then no, but here's another good. Yeah, that's a bad female that we don't really want. She's not bad, but oh, here's a really good male. Are you a male? Yeah, that's a male. It's so good I could fit. I wasn't sure. Some good boys. Oh, he's a really good boy. But he don't want to get caught. He's another really good boy. There's a good boy right there. Oh man. These Bloody Marys are freaking out of this world. Here's let's work on getting a couple more good males. That was not that good. It's good, but it's not stupendous. I talk about recent at every. This is the. I believe this is the second time I've done this with this tank. Where I've completely restarted it. We pick out all the best. Then we're going to have to completely empty the tank. Take a look at the keepers so far. These guys are pretty magnificent Bloody Marys, if I don't say so myself. Pretty stinking good shrimp. So I'm going to do the rest of this tank off camera, because this is really, really hard to do and film. So I'm going to knock this out, pick out as many super, super awesome ones as I can possibly find. Then we're going to strip the tank down bare, get every single shrimp out of there, and then we'll only be restarting with these guys. And here are the keepers. Look at those guys. So now we've got the tank over there, and we're gonna empty it all out. We're gonna get every single shrimp out of there that's left, and we're gonna go and do all by all means necessary. So the first thing I'm doing here is catching all the shrimp I possibly can with a big net, and then the ones that are a little bit more stubborn, I am vacuuming or siphoning them out. I'm siphoning them into a net, into a bucket through a net, so all the shrimp get caught in a net. And we get it all down. Then I come back through and get the last stubborn ones out after taking the filter and everything out that I can. I just go over and over and over with the net. And now, to make sure there is not enough behind, the shop vac, the ultimate eraser, comes through, scraping off the green spot algae growing on the front of the glass there. Now I'm preparing the substrate, waiting for me to prepare the blasting sand, dumping it in, just barely covering the bottom. Put the filter back in. Let's fill her up. Let's fill her up. Got the filters back running, got the air stone going, and we're good to go. Whew, buddy, let me tell you, I am wore out bad. So as you saw, we took all the moss out, we picked out all the best shrimp, then we stripped everything out of the tank. I cleaned the filter. I shop vac the entire substrate out. This is just blasting sand, so I keep a couple bags outside whenever. I just use enough substrate to cover the bottom in a lot of these tanks. And so we got fresh substrate, clean filter, put a little bit of moss. Let's put all the keepers back in here. Get this on camera. There you go, buddies. Look at you. Alright, I think we got them all out of the net. I do believe so. Look at all these great, big, huge, awesome mamas. And a handful of really good males as well. So that's the big release for this is the future of my special project, Bloody Marys. Oh, so now that means everything else goes into Skittles. Let's take care of that next. Alright, and look at this madness right here. Holy smokes. This is going to be wild. So this is how most of the shrimp end up in the Skittles tank, really. Right here. All the little food wafers I scooped up and got mixed up in the deal. Come on, get off there, you silly shrimps. I still got a few in my moss buckets I gotta deal with, but I think there's still a few in there. But I want to close the video out right here. We got the special Bloody Mary project tank reset, looking super awesome, and we added a whole bunch of rad Bloody Mary shrimp to the Skittles tank. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.